Welcome to Ryan's Family Amusements in Millis. These guys are ready to roll. We've got a D-South matchup here on Small Business Saturday. This is Rich Limone on the left, John Ahearn on the right. We're ready to roll. John will go first. John will hit the red key for you here.
I think if he throws a ball.
And we are all set. Thanks for tuning in, whether it's live or Memorex, or if you're watching this at a later time. Here's John Ahearn, first ball of the afternoon. My name is Dave Peterson. Thanks for tuning in. D-South matchup. Both guys hovering right around the 500 mark. Actually, John is right at 500. We'll be looking for an out ball here. And throws a good one. And he'll take that in a heartbeat. Considering the lead, that's an 8 box to get started. This is a week 5 matchup. And we have a half Worcester on the left-hand side here for John. And he found the bunny hole on that one. John coming in at 42 and 42. And tempts fate, and this time right down the middle. So
There's a lot open up there.
tough start, but a long way to go. Of course, we're bowling 5 strings. If you want to, if you have, you want to take it out, I'll do my best to keep score. At least track of head pins. Well, we know he has no head pins yet. John again off to the left. Plunges right through. So he's at 10 through 2. An 8 box and a 2 box. And off to the right. 3 remain. See if John decides to go for the head pin or try to take down 2 here. Goes to the left, but too far left. So that'll be a 7.
Is this your feed?
Should be.
Is it on the bowlers page? Or
No, Atlantic Candlepin. Yeah, it is out. We've got
not the bowlers only page.
Correct. Yeah, we've got 9 people so far.
I want to make sure we can hear you.
That's a good point.
Can't hear you.
John off to the right. Takes down the entire right-hand side. And this time a little bit closer, but still off to the right. Yeah, I can hear myself.
It's good. It's way behind.
It's good for replays.
Yeah, it's good for replays. It's right. When us old men mess up a score,
Yes.
we'll be able to go back and review it.
All right, that'll be a 7 for John there. So tough start, but he's got a box here. Would love to put a mark on the board.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, I figured that out. And take a look. All right, off to the left. So 0 for 5 for head pins for John. But hope to try to somehow make this difficult one, or at least get a 9 or 10 out of it. See a bunch of names passing through here. I won't necessarily read off everyone, but I do see you out there. Yes, John has found the head pin. He commented that himself. Doing his own commentary here. So it takes one of the two on the left-hand side down. That will be an 8. 32 through 5 for John. Yes. John looking for that fourth ball, but I don't know any leagues where you have 4.
Find one, join it. You want me to do the head pins?
Yeah, if you don't mind.
He might hit some.
Okay. And up steps Rich Limone. Out of Central Park Lanes, making the trip out west. Get some action. Hey, James. Yeah, we should have a good one. Let's see if we can get as close a match as you had today. Rich. It does hit the head pin, but that kingpin, once again, is the problem. Third ball will be a 9.
All right, right back on it.
So an early 9 to 8 lead for Rich, but he knows he's only chasing 32. John with a tough first half, but he'll get it going. Rich throws it at 29 miles an hour. That's registered at the pins here in Millis. This time, Rich takes down the 3 on the left.
All right, straighten it out.
Somehow that triangle never seems as easy when it's just a triangle, right? Off to the left.
All right, have it out.
Hello, Greg Packer. Dave Peterson here. Good to have you join us. I see you've been watching bowling this afternoon. Hope you're feeling okay. Rich will take down a couple on the right. That will be a 5-box 14, but good enough for a 4-pin lead here early on.
Pillow fight.
John says it's a pillow fight right now. Rich off to the right, takes down 5. 5 remain. Yeah, Greg, my voice is pretty recognizable, put it that way. Here's Rich. All right, looking to take down a bunch here. A lot of great Candlepin action this afternoon. I know I was tuning in, both on the ACST tour. That'll be a 6 for Rich, so 20 through 3. Through completed boxes, he's up 20 to 17.
All right, 2 good ones.
Also some great action out of the Big 20 that Paul Grant was calling earlier on the Candlepin Bowling Network with the 55 and over crew.
There it is.
Rich right there on the head pin, and look at that.
First head pin for
First head pin hit of the day leaves, you'd say 2 triangles. Which one do you go for? Down the middle?
Oh, nice bit.
That's a very nice try by Rich. down the middle for an 8. That will give him 28 through 4. So anything more than a 4 box here will put Rich ahead after the first half of the first game. Yeah, I did see that final score, Greg. Rich takes down the half horse to the left, just like John had in his second box. Goes off to the right. Yes. When you see someone throw it in the exact same spot that you have open, it does tend to want to send you to the safety zone. He plucks out a few more. That's an 8 box. So we get a close one. So pitcher's duel so far.
We're killing it.
36 to 32. It's close. It's all that matters.
It's early.
You want me to keep score? Or?
I will.
Okay. So let's see if lane 22 is any better than lane 21 for the guys.
Good for this one.
James Humes wishes you both well.
Thanks, James. How do you do?
He had a very close match today.
It's a nice offer. He's up by a pin. I said it's a nice offer. He's up ahead by a pin. Okay.
All right, here we go. So, if you're just tuning in, second half of the first string. 36 for Rich, 32 for John.
Come on, John, go get it.
John's still looking for his first head pin hit, but he can hit it here. He's got a decent chance with that wood that's behind the 1 and 2.
She led with that. She led with that immediately.
And there it goes. First mark of the day goes to John Ahearn in the 6th box. Okay. This wouldn't be a bad time to hit the head pin. Even a pocket hit would even be better. Off to the right, but he's going to get a good count. He'll take 6 out of that. Kind of an ugly spare chance, but a 6 fill is a 6 fill. See, the trucker is out there watching. Hey, Mark, Dave Peterson here. Thanks for tuning in. Good try by John. Saw your match the other night. And fellow D-South bowler Charles Zanaboni's checking in, checking out the competition. Right through the wickets. That's a 7 and a 56 through 7 for John. A 55. Through 7. Rich was at 36. He was up 4. We'll see if he needs 1 mark, 2 marks, or more. There's a nice hit, pin hit. Leaves a triangle here on the right-hand side. And 3 triangle. John hangs that out to the left. Good enough for 1 pin. And that'll be a 9 for John. 64 through 8. That was the second best ball you threw. Some of the folks on lane 19 just bowling for fun. Throws it right down the middle, so that was the best ball he threw all day. Of course, he only took down 3. But back to our action here. John looking for another head pin hit. A little bit full.
The door just creaked open.
He's got a 3 and 2 here. All right, takes down 2 on the right.
Oh, look at this.
He'll head left here and hopefully scoop up 2. But not to be. So that'll be a 7. So
All right, go 11.
John at 71 through 9. Would dearly love a mark here to get around the 90 mark. Hit the head pin 2 consecutive times though. Looking for 3. Just off. Is the washout leave.
All right, well, we gotta get it done.
And he's going right. Fortunately, there were 2 pins there, so he took care of those. And this will be his final ball of the first string. There's a nice one. That's the one he's been looking for. Finds the range, and that was a key ball there. Took down 5 pins.
A little better.
So definitely an improvement in the second 5. He had 32 after 5. Put up 39 in the second half for an 81. So Rich had 36. So he's going to need 46 pins to take this string. So it's going to require either outstanding pinning or at least 1 mark. No. Or outstanding pinning.
Oh, that'll do it.
He takes care of business right away.
Nice shot.
That was a thunderous strike by Rich Limone. So 46 and 2 here as he starts the 7th. Off to the right. Get some good actions. And he's got another ball working on that strike. Susan, I'll pass that along to John here. All right, so that will still be a 7 fill for Rich. So that completes the 6th box at 53. Against John's 48. So he's up 5. John was open the rest of the way, so things looking good here for Rich for the first game. And even, nope, that slipped off to the right. So that's a 70. Gives him 60 through 7. Needs 22 in his final 3. Hey Matt, nice bowling the other night on the pro circuit. Ooh, there's Rich. Similar to his strike ball, this time just taking down 8. A spare opportunity here. Just off to the right.
All right, clean up.
Third ball coming up. There it is. Punches out 1 for 9.
All right, 2 good ones.
69 through 8 for Rich. Of course, John finished with an 81, so Rich just needs 13. Of course, he'd like to get as high a score as possible to open up a little bit of a lead. Right through the heart of the pins for the spread eagle. Want to do this in pen or pencil?
Yeah, I'm keeping it here too. I'll put it on there too. I'm keeping it over here too.
Here for now.
I'll update it so you have one in front of you.
Okay. Rich with an interesting shot here. If you can hit that wood, move some stuff around. Well, he hits the wood and move nothing around. So that'll be a 7 and 76. So we still have a little bit of drama here. Rich needs 5 to tie, 6 to win. First string here from Millis.
Now you're just teasing.
Still needs 5 pins here. Rich taking his time. Well, we are tied right now at 81. Rich needs 1 pin. And he's going to get it. Oh my goodness. Holy smokes, would you believe it? Rich with the 6 box, good enough for the victory and 2 points in the first string. 82 to 81. Wow.
I think I was too. Well, I hit the head pin that half. Yeah.
John thought maybe Rich was teasing him for just a bit. John was getting his hopes up just a little bit.
All right, now we got the bad string out of the way.
Rich kept that one in the middle of the lane. That's all he needed. So we got a good one here, a 1-pin match. We're on to the second string. Second ball here for John Ahearn. Thanks for tuning in. Second string. My name's Dave Peterson. We've got a D-South matchup. And that's a good ball from John. Chips out a few. That will be a 7 box. On to the second box here, John. There's the head pin hit. And down they go. You saw Rich do it earlier. He said it's about time for me to have one. First strike of the day for John. And feels pretty good to get a strike in the second box, considering the second box, the last string, he threw a couple down the bunny hole. So 17 and 2 working. John off to the right, gets a good count. Not easy, but doable if he hits it at the right angle. And he does. Nicely done. It's the left side of the head pin. The ball goes to the left, takes down the 7. We've got 2 marks in a row. So 27 through 2, 37, and a ball through 3. John bowls here in the Wednesday night league here at Millis. He's our home bowler today. He also bowls Tuesday nights at Ron's in Hyde Park. He's also in the once a month league here in Millis. That's a big 8 fill off the head pin. 45 through 3, was bidding for 3 in a row. Off to the right, but he'll say Thanksgiving for that extra pin. It's a 9 box. 54 through 4. 1 box to go in the first half of the second string.
Ball.
Very good pocket hit. John's got an interesting lead here. He's got a piece of wood staring him right in the face. He's got another angled one, and I don't think will help. I think he's going to go straight at that piece of wood and hit the cap.
Oh, yeah, nice try.
Did hit the cap a little bit to the left of it. That was a tough one. That was a very good effort, though.
Give yourself a chance.
Off to the right, but John will take a 63 half. Strike with an 8 fill, a spare with an 8 fill will help you ring up a big score here in Candlepin Bowlings when you average 8 on your fills. So 63 for his half. Rich Limone steps up. He won the first string by 1. This time staring at a 63 though. All right, straight down. Three more down on the left, and a big pack right in the middle. Solid head pin hit would take them all. There's a piece of wood behind that would help. Which goes a little bit left on that.
Right,
So it'll be a 5. This time Rich right on the 3 pin, but just takes down the 3 and 9. His second half Worcester of the day. And he does what John did earlier, taking the 2 off on the right hand side. Third ball coming up for Rich. He's on the 2 pin. He'll take 8 out of that. 13 through 2. Rich will be looking to with the head pin after just getting 2 pins on his first balls in the first and second frame. Off to the right. Just the 3 on the right.
Straighten it out.
But it's a spare leave. Not easy. Got to throw a good ball, but a good ball takes him down. That one slips just to the right of the 3 pin. Now he'll be looking for a big out. This is where John had his run here of a strike 8 in the second and a spare 8 in the third. Rich, that's the one he was looking for. That's a 9, 22 through 3. Through completed boxes, John's at 45, Rich at 22. John did end at 63. Rich looking for a mark or 2 here in his final 2. And he crushes the head pin. And what does he get for his efforts? A 4 and a 6. piece of wood behind the 6th could come into play. Better to have it than to not, that's what I would say. Goes to the left to try to drag it across, maybe hit that wood. Good job to get the single pin though.
Nice, man.
And spot on for the 10. So 32 through 4. One more to go. Off to the right, not the half Worcester. It's got the middle on the left side, plus the 10 pin. Good ball, leaving just 2.
All right, grab one of those.
That will go to the left. That will be 40 through 5 for Rich. So we've completed the first half of the second string. John Ahearn at 63, Rich Limone 40. That means at this point in the match, John leads by 22. Long way to go. John back at it. Gets a good count there and a really true spare lead. A solid 1-2 hit here. Takes it down 9 out of 10 times. John taps the wood. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You're not kidding me.
Score yourself. Come get the pen. Man, drew it up.
Nothing like drawing up, hitting that sliver of wood on the right-hand side. Oh yeah, oh yeah. The computer here at Millis didn't believe John it actually got that spare himself. Only gave him 2.
Oh yeah, the AI said that's impossible. Is that what happened?
Hey Gary, thanks for tuning in. So, spare fill, it's a 5. Matt Nichols is...
Yeah, go get him Capitals right.
John with the Caleri takes down 2.
Say that at work. He and I work for the same company.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah. Yep.
3 main here.
I found that engineer in the rough.
Ah. That'll be a 9 for John. He's got a good game going. 87 through 8. 17 over par, as they say, but I want to keep the pedal to the metal here and not just settle for 7s and 8s and 9s. You want to still try to add on big time. Okay. Off the head pin, but got some wood on the deck. Pocket shot here and hope for the best. And we'll have another crack at it. A lot of folks enjoying the afternoon here at Ryan's. A lot of families and young kids especially. Great to see. And that, John likes getting that head pin last. The computer does actually give you this one. So that's an 8, 95 through 8 for John Ahearn. He's on to box number 9. John goes Brooklyn for him, which would be the right side of the head pin. But an ugly spare leave here. 5, 8, 10. At least he gets one. Yeah, if you're watching this and want to say hi or root for one of your bowlers, feel free to chime in. Oh, John left that out to the left. That's a 9, so he's still got his good, an 8 box, 103. Leaves that out to the left, takes down the triangle on the left-hand side. Punch out on the right, takes down 2. 103 plus this box here. 2 more, so that will round up to 110 for John Ahearn. Strong game.
I'll take it.
Had a 47 back half after a 63 first half. Rich Limone will step up. He's got 40, so you know he's got some work to do. Needs 70 to tie. 71 to win. He took the first string by a pin. Rich averaging 95 in ACST action so far early in the season. You can tell when he hits the head pin, the action that he has on his ball.
All right, make him dance.
Makes a big difference. Hitting the head pin or clipping the pins off the ends, that's for sure. This time he's got 3 pieces of wood on the deck. Looks like it's angled pretty good to me. Somehow can connect maybe with the red line. We shall see. He goes high.
Come on. That looked like the right spot.
A little bit further right than he wanted, but it almost took it down anyway. Right to the very end.
That was good.
That'll be a 10 for Rich.
All right.
So he's 50 through 6. Easy to do the math when the numbers are round. John got a 110. Rich at 50 through 6. Needs 60 to tie. Take the second string. Off to the right. Takes the triangle off the right-hand side. Like 12, 13.
When you saw the first rules. Yeah, like, the hell with this. I'll switch it down the field.
Rich has the middle and the left. You seen this shot earlier, had that big hit on the final ball, the first string. And that one just missed by a smidge. There'll be a 4 box.
All right, 3 big ones now.
54 through 7. On the 2-pin, get some good action and even a better piece of wood right in front of those 3. 3, 6, 10. And that piece of wood looks pretty straight, so we shall see. Clips the end of it, good enough to take them all down.
All right, fill it up now.
Rich getting a workout here, throwing a 4th ball.
All right.
So that's a spare 64 and a ball here through 8. It's going to start the 9th. Need to mark out some big fills because it could still theoretically take the 2nd string. That's 6, 7, 8.
Oh,
Anyone for 9? Oh, I got it.
All right, go get it now.
So that's an 8 fill and 72 through 8. Nice opportunity, nicely angled wood right here. Oh, probably went a bit to the left, a bit to the right. Yeah. That'll be a 9 and 81 through 9 for Rich. And for the third time in like the last 5 boxes here.
Vince want to reach out and touch you, Rich.
The wood is coming back here instead of going into the pit. I don't understand this.
Instead of having to redo it.
I was going to say in Canada that might not have been that unusual. So Richard 81 needs a triple actually to win, a double 9 to tie. Starts with 1 though. So John Ahearn has taken the 2nd string. Off to the right. 1 ball left here for Rich. Two more, so we're going to stay on the round numbers here. John Ahearn takes game 2, 110. Rich Limone with a 90. So each bowler has won a string. No one's going home empty-handed.
This game.
2 points apiece. John leads total by 19 as we head into the 3rd string. As you can tell, both bowlers picked up their game in the 2nd string. See what we can do in string 3. John on the head pin. A little bit heavy. He's going to give it a run, and he gets it. Outstanding spear by John Ahearn. Splitting the 2 pins on the left. Sending 1 over to the right. That's what you call a pro spear. Now John looking to fill it. Oh, that's a dagger. You make a beautiful shot like you just made. It's didn't hit the head pin, but man, hoping for a better fate there. Now he's going to try to dig himself out of this. Good ball. John takes advantage of the wood shooter that he is for a 10, 22 through 2. And it's good to know when you get a mark that you're still over par. It would have been kind of disappointing with an 18 or 19 there. All right, we've seen the triangles on the left and right taken out multiple times so far today by each bowler. So they've had practice at this shot. John gonna give it a run. Good try. Leaves just the 6 and 10 out there. John picks off the 10, so he's still one over the minimum, as we say, 31 through 3. Couple more wiggling. John gets some good action on that. So it's a 7 drop. A couple pieces of wood. The one behind the head pin would be the one that could swing around. Let's see. He hits the head pin, and the wood does its job. Perfectly done. Second really beautiful spare pinpoint accuracy there by John Ahearn. So that gives him 41 through 4, and he's got this ball working as a bonus. This time on his mark, huge 9-pin fill. Leaving just the 10. There's a piece of wood out there. I'm sure John will go right for it, but you never know. The piece was angled. Oh, just off to the left. Had a clear shot at it, so that was the play. Second time around at the wood. Well, he hit it kind of low. He's waiting, he's looking. Wiggled just a little bit, but got a 9 box and another strong first half for John. 59 through 5. So not quite the 63 he had for his last first half, but 59 he'll take any day of the week, especially today on Saturday. So he's half done for his match, and here comes Rich Limone.
All right, make it work.
He gets a lead you don't see too often. Right on the head pin.
That was perfect.
Was looking for something better than that for sure. And perfectly done. That was, wood was angled correctly there. Rich did his job. Hit the single right where it needed to be done. Wood goes across. That's a 10 box. What do we have here? On the 3-pin. It's got 4 left, but I tell you, good possibility with some wood again hanging around. See what happens. Goes a little bit to the right. That's the one he was looking for.
Good pin.
Pair of 10s to start the 3rd string for Rich. 20 through 2. Just keep in mind, John Ahearn had 59 in his first 5. Rich's ball looked like it was heading right for the head pin and just twisted off to the right. And now he's got a tough 3-1. Pops right through the head pin. Takes out one more, so there'll be an 8. 28 through 3. It's down 3 in completed boxes here in this 3rd. This time he's on the head pin, but not the friendliest of leaves. Rich bowls out of Central Park in East Boston, and if you've never been there, it's worth the trip. Upstairs and downstairs lanes, all wood. I'd call it a classic bowling house. Rich throws that one in the same spot. For 6, 34 through 4.
All right, that one.
All right.
What's that for you?
Just off to the left.
Now go for the left side.
That'll be a 10 for Rich. So we have completed the first half, the 3rd string. John Ahearn, 59. Rich Limone, 44. John had 2 marks, 2 spares in his first half of the 3rd string. Rich took game 1, 82-81. But John came back with a very strong 110 against Rich's 90. Goodness gracious, look at that. Oh, man. You don't see a leave like that in 10-pin bowling, folks. 1, 3, and 9, I believe, were taken out. And John just complicated matters there by picking off just 1, so he's got 6 still on the deck. So each bowler with 2 points. John led by 19 coming into the 3rd. That'll be a 6 for John, 65 through 6. John right on the head pin, leaves the triangle. He's definitely picked up his head pin percentage here since the first string. Goes right at it, and that dastardly triangle wins again.
Right.
John hangs that one out to the right, so it'll be a 9, 74 through 7, still 4 over par here. John off to the right. John's averaging 92 in ACST action this year. A little bit lower than his Wednesday night average here on the same lanes of 95, 96. Try to pick off one pin here. If he gets 2, that's a bonus. That'll be a 9 box. So, through 8, John is at 83. We're here in the 3rd string. See a number of people tuning in and out. Different names coming across the screen. Each bowler has one string apiece. We're in game 3. John at 83 through 8. All right, got the 4 horsemen right hand side, plus the 7 with the nice piece of wood in front of the 7 that could come in handy. John stays right on this one. He's going to look for another one of these backdoor spares. This time the wood falls the other way. Yes. Rich stepped away for just a second. He might not want to have seen that one after seeing John have a spare like that earlier today where the head pin was the last to go. John will take 9 for that, so that's 92. One box to go in the 3rd string. Well, this time he's got the 4 horsemen without the 7 pin. This time hits the head pin, but never really know. That one was maybe a little bit too full. 2 pins remain. He's at an even 100. And hits it right where you needed to. Good finish. So while John didn't get a mark, came through pinning pretty well. Last few boxes, a 9, a 9, a 9, and a 10. So 102 for John. Limone takes a look at the scoreboard. He's at 44, so he needs 58 to tie. He's down in total, coming into the string, down 19 in the match. Right now, we're just up to have a 59. Will require most likely 2 marks. looking for a big out ball right here. Easy for me to say. Hello to Gerard, Robbie, Faye. Hope all's well. You guys. And Rich. It's a 7. This is Dave Peterson over here and Millis at Ryan Family Amusements.
Still plenty of time.
So John finished third string 102. Rich has half of that right now. He's at 51, but he's got 4 boxes to overcome John.
Can't see me get this mark in the second half.
Rich taking his time staring this one down. That's the ball he was looking for. That'll be a 9. 60 through 7. Still doable though. He's 102 to tie.
Alright, Billy, Rich, come on.
Rich has been off the head pin here in the third string. He's only hit the head pin once so far in the third string, so that makes life a little bit more difficult. We want to hit the head pin here in the third ball. All right, that'll be an 8. 68 through 8. Chasing 102. 2 marks will still be good enough with some good fills. Rich trying to make adjustments out there. On the fly. He adjusts well there. Whatever he did, it worked. Huge spare. This string is still in play. 78 in the ball here as he enters the 10th. Lost that one off to the right.
Now it's Billy, come on.
79 through 9. So John Ahearn has taken string number 3 and has extended his 19-pin lead. As he takes the third string, 102 to 88 for Rich Limone. John takes that one by 14 and now leads the match by 33. In case you guys can't hear my voice, nasally or whatever it is, which is typical for me, there's a summary. Rich in a pitcher's duel takes the first. John takes the second and the third. And that's where we stand. 33 pins apart here. Fourth string is now officially underway. All right. John has the 3, 6, and 10. This piece of wood is angled a bit, so I can't say it's a gimme if he hits it. Oh, he gets the, just like Grinch did earlier, hits the very end of it. John was flirting with the channel, as we say here in bowling these days, but it hung on long enough. He starts off with the mark, just like in the first box of the last game.
Try to hit the wedge, Dave.
This time, John goes head pin. Remember the last game he had half Worcester. This time a big 8 fill, a couple pieces of wood. The first piece is kind of flat, but there's another piece angled behind, angled away from the pins. Plan A is to hit it somewhere. Plan B to hit it in the right spot, wherever that may be. Went on the right side. Gave it a try. That's all you can really do. It's tough to say whether to go left, right, or center, but just want to give yourself a chance. That'll be a 9, 27 through 2. Off to the right, a quarter hit. Never really like to see this one, but it definitely could go. I thought John was going to give us evidence of that firsthand. That was a really good bid. That'll be a 9. 36 through 3 for John. Again, off to a really good start. His first halves have been, other than the first string, been really good. This 63 and a 59 in games 2 and 3. And he's trending definitely over the 50 mark here. And gets a break there. Almost got better. The 3-pin was wiggling. Piece of wood behind the head pin there could come into play, could help.
Oh, nice try.
Well, it helped to take down the 3 and the 7, but not good enough for the head pin.
Okay.
That'll be a 9 for John. 45 through 4.
Got it with a little lefty spin. I love it.
I see fellow D-South competitor Danny Corbett coming to check out the competition here. Here at Ryan's. No ice cream here, Danny, but we'll have to make do with the soda machine or the bar. Here's John, 5th box, 4th string, right down the middle. Yeah, John said he thought that was his best ball of the day. It may have very well been. All right, wants to get at least another 2 on the right. We'll give the scores here after this ball. John does get another 2 and 8 53 through 5. I know the pros shoot for 3, but I'm happy with 2. He's just tuning in. Game 1, Rich Limone and a nail biter, 82 to 81. John Ahearn took games 2 and 3, 110 to 90 and 102 to 88. So he led by 33 pins here, entering the 4th string. Rich with the washout lead here. Rich 9 head pin hits out of 31 boxes so far, so he's going to look to improve upon that. That's 5 splits out of his 9 head pin hits. That'll be a 7 for Rich to start the 4th string. I see another fellow D-South competitors checked in here. Stephen Venezio, welcome to the ACST. I know you've had a couple matches so far. Rich crushes that one at 30.38 miles an hour. Unfortunately, it is a 3-1 split. He's going to give it a run. He gets it. Outstanding job.
All right, fill it up now.
And that's where it helps to have at least 30 miles an hour. You got the action off the side. 17 through 2, and he's got a ball working here. Gets a break, he might get more. All right,
good fill.
That's an 8 fill, 25 through 2. At this point in the string, John had 27, but he was open the rest of the way. In the meantime, Rich right at it, bang, in it goes. The wood comes in handy. Back-to-back marks here for Rich Limone.
What's that? All right, come on, keep it going.
Rich with 2 pinpoint spares. He's got to be feeling it right now. Make a couple shots like that, you can feel momentum. You just want to keep throwing it. Again on the head pin. He's got it going. Adrenaline is really picking up right here. That's a huge 9 fill. Got a tough pin in the corner, and he's got to be careful. 44 through 3 against John's 36. Wow. That was hitting right at it and drifted just to the right at the last second.
It's so nice for the viewing audience. That was never going to get over there. It didn't drift back to the right.
You're not supposed to hear what I'm saying. It was heading for it. That was a tough one to get, though. Very little margin for error. 53 through 4 for Rich. He's already tied what John has in the string. Anything more cuts into John's 33-pin overall lead.
All right, I'm done.
All right, he's at 60 with one ball to go here. All right, gets one out of it. That's a 61 half. Nothing wrong with that. Best first half of the match so far for Rich. He's trying to even the match at 4 points apiece. 61 through 5. John Ahearn, 53 through 5. All right, we got the parallel pins plus the 9. David Corbett says nice half. This time John picks out the single, leaves the parallel pins. Not the easiest shot in the world when you're staring at most of the lane being empty and you have just a couple pins to shoot for up front, but John does a nice job with a 9, 62 through 6. John's taken 2 strings, Rich 1. So Rich looking to tie things up at 4 points apiece. John off the head pin. He had a shot somewhat similar to this earlier today, where connected with the head pin and the wood, and he got a spare out of it. Let's see if we see deja vu all over again. Not quite. That will be a 9. John on a roll of 9s here. Let's see, you got a 9 in the second, 9 in the third, a 9 in the fourth, 8 in the fifth, but then he was back on the 9 train. 9 in the sixth and 9 in the seventh. 71 through 7. And he crushes the head pin. Leaves the 4 out there with a piece of wood. Piece of wood's out there kind of far though, but red line should take it. We'll give it another try. There it goes. Yep. That'll be a 10. 81 through 8 for John. He's going to have to get right back on it though and forget about that. It happens every once in a while, right? To everyone. Almost everyone. Second ball for John. Off to the left, leaving 6. I see Maura Austin is out there. Thanks for tuning in. We're about 75% of the way down here. That'll be a 7 for John. 88 through 9. John knows for any chance of this string he needs a mark. Well, didn't take down the number of pins he was hoping for, but with that wood tight behind the 3-pin, there are possibilities. Unfortunately, John lost those pins. 4 still on the deck. He's going to get one of them. So what that started out so promising for John with an 18 in the first box, that was kind of the high point, or the apex. So John ends with the 93. So things looking good here for Rich to get his second string of the day. And now he can... once it overtakes John's 93, look to chip into that 33-pin lead. As we are on the back half of the 4th string here. Dave Peterson in Millis, Rich Limone, and John Ahearn going at it.
There you go.
Rich starting at 61. His first 5, that was his best half of the day. John at 93, so Rich just needs 33. That one goes to the left. So if you saw the first string, Rich was in pretty good shape, but in the first game, he didn't need a huge back half, but with some 6 and 7 boxes, it actually came down to the last box, and the last ball, actually. He won the first string by a pin. Doesn't want the drama of the first string. He's at 5 in completed boxes, so 67 through 6. That's a huge out ball. Put that one in the dictionary and a video of that, if anyone's even using dictionaries anymore. But that's a 10.77. Hey, Jeff Little, good to see you out there.
Come on, one more.
Huge 9-pin drop, a single pin. With wood. Bang.
There you go. Right on time.
3rd mark of the 3rd string for you for Rich. Had an 8-fill and a 9-fill earlier. Definitely had some adrenaline, some momentum going. Let's see if he can keep it up.
Oh, that's
look at this.
Nice fill.
Another huge 8-fill. And a juicy piece of wood right out in front, actually, and even right behind it. Oh no. There it is. A little stubborn going down. That would be a 10. Still 105 left for Rich. As he is cutting into this lead, he's already chopped down 17 pins out of the 33-pin lead. He's down 16 in the match. He's already won here the 4th string. He's up against the 5 box. Once again, another 9-pin drop. Once again, got the 7 pin. There's a 9 there for Rich. When it's all said and done, that's still a 114 game. Yep. Rich lamenting a couple of opportunities there. A heck of a string, but of course, we bowlers are always looking for more. And there were a couple opportunities. But still, that's a 21-pin victory in the 4th string by Rich Limone.
Yeah, that's right.
So we now have a 12-pin match here. We can do it later. So, 5th string just about to begin. We've got some drama here, folks. It's a barn burner, as John Ahearn, the commentator, says. Okay, John said a pillow fight, but we've had some good scores after the first game. Each bowler taking 2 strings. John leads total by 12. 5th string. Here we come. This be a 10 for a victory for either one of our bowlers. If Rich takes the string but doesn't overtake John for total, it's an 8-6 win.
Is there a way we can review? Last game? On this? No. I take it this was a 7 points. Because it was 88 on the screen, but I had 89. So I gave you 5 for 94, and it said 93 up on the screen. So is this a 7 box?
I think we kind of grid over.
Okay. That's what the error must have been, because the 81 was correct. So this must have been a 7.
Go look at the end. Let's go over there.
Because I wrote 94 over here.
Okay.
93. So 3 8.
And most of us do that more or less with head pins.
Yeah, I know. Oh, I know.
All right, John,
I
off
won
to
the
the
first
left.
one by 1, so if one could matter, you know, and you kind of want to chip him a piss if he really had a 94.
All right, there was a little itty-bitty piece of wood out there to the left of all the pins. John managed to hit that one and took down another pin. 2 pins on that one. And in a tight match, you want to throw a good ball right here. Well, gets 2 in each of his 3 throws here in the 2nd frame, so 16 through 2. Yeah, room 2222, John is dating himself and me because I understand what he says. So he said Karen Valentine, which of course she was star of that show from the 60s and early 70s. But anyway, back to action. Off to the left. All right, we got possibilities here again.
All right, rep 10.
John takes care of everything with the head pin. Okay, that's a 9 box, 23 through 3. John throws it at 22 miles an hour. This time he connects with the head pin. What's he going to get for his efforts? He's got a couple wiggling pins. So he's got the baby split plus a piece of wood out in front of the tent. In between the 2 and 7. That'll be a 7. So here's our scores. As you can see, John takes strings, 2 strings in the middle, the second and third. Rich takes the first and the fourth. 12 pin difference here. John Ahearn with the lead. But this is his 5th box. He's only at 40 through 4. 30 through 4, excuse me. 30 through 4. Staring down the cleary. Once again, everything but the head pin. So, John having head pin-itis here with the 9, 39 through 5, so that does leave the door open here for Rich. Not only the string, but total definitely in play. Hey Gerard, thanks for chiming in. I know you watch a lot of these matches. I recognize your name. Dave Peterson here in Millis. A lot of housekeeping today.
I'm missing one, so I wonder if I hit on the same one.
All right, here goes Rich to start game 5. Yeah, Gerard, when they start the season, of course every season is different depending on how many bowlers join, but 95 is, I'd say, a good average. I'd say it goes up to around 98, anywhere, I'd say 97, 98 below, but some bowlers are bowling, of course, better than that. For the Ds.
Oh, beautiful.
That is, you can't get any better out than that, of course. That's a huge 10 box. So 10 to 8. The first completed frame. John scored 39 in his 5, so any kind of mark here would be huge, or multiple marks.
All right, have a pretty one.
Well, 2 consecutive 10s to Rich.
That's on my can. We'll get 10.
20 to 14 through completed boxes here. Rich has knocked 6 out of the 12 off the lead. It's a 6-pin game. That's another hit. Here's a split, of course, like the last box actually. Red marks are lighting up here at Millis.
Oh, nice bid. That kid was in the back, that kid.
Gave it a try, but hit the red line and nothing moved off to the side. Same spot. 28 through 3. Rich leads the string by 5. John leads the match by 7. Each bowler having taken 2 strings. John led total by 12 coming into the 5th and final game.
All right, make it work. Oh, do something I can't do. Hit a single pin.
We'll give it another try. There it is. Doesn't get the spare, but he does chip another 3 pins off the lead. Rich leads the string 38-30. John leads the match by 4. He got a 9 here in the 5th. Rich gives that a heck of a bid. All right, he equals what John got in the 5th, the 9 box. 47-39. Rich leads by 8 in the string. John leads by 4 in the match. Can't get much closer than this. Each bowler has won 2 strings. We're down to the final 5 boxes in a 4-pin match. Here we go. John gives it a run. It's not going to hit it hard enough. It's snuggle up pretty darn close to it. But every pin here, as Drew Steele says, is worth its weight in gold. 10 box, 49 through 6. John off to the right again, but this time has an opportunity. does drop that one. That's a -2. Best John can get out of this is an 8 box. He'll keep it at 6. And John with a strike. If there ever was a time for a strike, that would be it right there in the 8th box. In a 4-pin match, really needed to put something on the board, and now he needs to fill it. We have both the string and match totals in play. Ninth box, John out to the right, does get clipped the 3-pin. He'll take 6, I'm sure, with another ball working. And he connects, hits the head pin, gets the action off the sideboard. So not only is it a 20 box in the 8th, but a spare in the 9th, and he's looking to fill that. Final box here for John. $85 plus this ball right on the head pin. Bit full, so we'll get 5 on that, so it gives him 90 through 9. And look out! Almost comes back to get those 2, so John is in the last 3 boxes. A strike, a spare. Could be 2 crucial pins right here. It's one of them. 99 is the string. It's a huge strike in spare in the 8th and 9th.
Better than it was.
So Rich knows what he needs to do. 53 to take the string. That would be 2 points. And you need another 12 to tie. So that's 65. So we need 66. Right? To take the match total.
Right back on it.
So Rich at 47. John finished with 99. 52 pin difference right here. John led the string by 12. Through the 5th box of each bowler, the match was down to 4. John with a big strike in the 8th, spare 6 in the 9th. This is Rich's second ball, going for a spare.
All right, clean him up.
That'll be a 6 for Rich. 53 through 6. $100 game on the button gives him the 5th string. Each bowler has 4 points already.
All right, let's do one.
good action there for Rich. Again, 2 big pins. Gets 1. That's a 9. 62 through 7. 3 boxes left. We'd at least love to get to 100 and take the 3rd strings. Rich gonna give it a run.
Okay.
So it'll be an 8, 70 through 8 for Rich. John got a 99. Rich needs 30 in 2 boxes. Spare strike, strike spare. Something like that. All right, giving himself a chance.
One more. Oh.
You can get that.
And
There it is.
he waited till the very last second. Talk about drama. Comes across. 80 in a ball. 10 bucks. One off to the right. And that will do it, Rich. 6 bucks in the 10th. That's an 87 against John's 99. So John takes the 5th and final string, gets 2 points for that. John takes total by the 12 he had before, another 12 here by 24 pins. So John Ahearn gets 10. Rich Limone takes 4. So that will do it here from Ryan's Family Amusements. Thanks for tuning in and watching whenever you're watching it. This is Dave Peterson signing off for now.
I needed a double.
We will see you on the lanes.